Cold start on the SVJ, guys. We heard the F8, we heard the GT3, we heard the RAM. But yeah, now the SVJ. Good morning, everybody. We're going down to Mississauga to check out our buddy who goes by the name of AK. AK is a great car collector, and we've actually featured some of his cars on the channel before. The last time we were there, we had the Dodge Viper ACR that was silver with black and red pinstripes, as well as the Corvette C8 there. He also brought his black Civic Type R, the newer gen, as well. This time we're gonna have an Aventador SVJ in yellow, leaf, Ferrari F8 Pista, possibly a Porsche GT3, which he just picked up recently. And there are some other cars there. He's a huge car collector, so he's always moving cars left and right. He doesn't even know what cars he's got. It gets very hard to keep count of all the cars and where they're at. So we're gonna go today and shoot a couple of them. Abdul's got a pretty cool idea of some things he wants to try for the gram. See you guys soon. Hey guys, so we just arrived at the owner's place, and there's this guy coming right now. And just like that, Speedy Gonzalez is here. Oh, we've seen this one before though. So there it is. Dodge Ram, which is 700 horsepower supercharged. Some of the exhaust pipes on this thing right here. Like, that's huge. Like, I know the usual thing is to fix the exhaust, but I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, just crazy car. And then you got Abdullah's car. This is what we came here with. So yeah, 2 wheels on the front, 2 25s in the front, 2 55s in the rear, but he's gonna get bigger ones. So yeah, so this thing is plated like a bike, and it drives like a bike, but it's considered a car, and so you can drive this anywhere. All you need is your G license to drive this car. This is the interior. You need a helmet when you're driving this. So again, it's you know, it's kind of a car in terms of the license you need, but you still need to wear a helmet because everything's open. You don't have anything closed. Pretty cool stuff. We've got the G63. This is a little bit different than the one that we saw recently. This is satin black. It's got the black bull bars. The one that we shot last time, the white one, did not have the bull bars, but the satin black looks amazing. This is like the typical spec you see. Holy shit, that was the Ram. That was a startup on the Dodge Ram TRX. Ford executives, where's your Raptor? Where's the Raptor? I don't hear it. I don't hear the Raptor. And then there's the GT3 over there. Just crazy cars everywhere. This thing is huge. Way bigger than any truck. And it's not just the tires that make it big. I think the entire road presence of this car, it's actually a very big truck. I mean, when you see this, you already know that it's not just any other truck. Like, look at the G-Wagon, yeah. And the G-Wagon was big. Like, when I was driving Victor's G-Wagon, it felt big to me. And now to compare it side by side with this thing, this is literally a T-Rex on like a smaller dinosaur. And that's just like a little tap on throttle. That's like nothing. See, there's a regular Ram. Regular Ram, T-Rex Ram. You guys can already tell the crazy cars that we're working with today. The big, bad Lamborghini V12 is coming down. Cold start on the SVJ, guys. We heard the F8, we heard the GT3, we heard the RAM. But yeah, now the SVJ. There you go, guys. SVJ. Super Veloce Toyota. Come on, man, take this off. I'm shooting Lamborghini. You just stand there. Who's wearing Lamborghini? Anybody wearing Lamborghini? Oh. gonna be a sick day. There's an SVJ out there, the GT3. I'm in an F8 Tributo. We got a G63, which is gonna stay, the TRX, which is gonna stay, and the Polaris, which is gonna stay. But we got Abdullah in the Viper ACR. Everybody's a big wang gang today, except me. So let's get started, boys. Yeah, massive shout out to AK, because wow, first he gave me the C8, and like I said, now the F8. I hope he doesn't get an R8 because I love those cars. Great car, wow. I haven't driven some of the newer Ferraris in a while, and very nice. It's got that classical Ferrari V8 tone to it, and wow, it's amazing. And it's a great symphony, especially, you know, on a warm Sunday like this, or in the morning. Very blessed to have this opportunity, and I can't wait to show you guys how this shoot turns out. It's just amazing, and you know, big props to AK again, because I'm loving this. I'm so happy. You guys can see my smile is amazing. Like, I don't even want to vlog, I just want to enjoy the driving experience. So we're gonna go to the shoot. I'll catch up later. I want to enjoy this drive and chat soon. So guys, we just parked up. We got our photo shoot location ready. ACR, SVJ, F8, and the GT3. Some of you guys might know the location, some of you guys might not, but there goes the SVJ. This kind of reminds me of just like doing tests. Specifically, when you're in elementary school, you would all just, you know, go to the gym for your. If you have a gym test or a physical test, you would all just line up in that one spot. I still remember when we used to do. Like, I remember it was basketball season. I think every sport had 2 weeks, and so we would line up, and the gym teacher would test us. So everybody would go to each spot and just kind of, you know, you're in line with 4 other students, and then one person goes, does your stuff, and then the next person, the next person, the next person. So it's kind of what this reminds me of, because Abdullah called us down. The SVJ goes. Once the SVJ is done, ACR, Porsche, Ferrari.
No, the GT3 was amazing. I was actually watching some videos of it last night, and then it's just,
no way, really?
Yeah, pretty crazy to now just be sitting in one and driving it.
Oh my God, does he know that? Yeah. Does he know you're just?
I know he doesn't know that, but yeah, I was watching a video on YouTube there.
That's so sick.
Yeah, so I really like the way it drives. It's so responsive when you.
And the sound, like, yeah. I was behind you for most of the part, and like the downshifts. I don't even know if you were driving paddles or automatic, but those downshifts were just sharp. Like, I felt it go right in my ear.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Because I did a few like downshifts, but mainly just like going with the car.
That's the SVJ, guys. The classical V12 Symphony.
Yeah.
Those downshifts.
Oh my God.
I thought this was a photo shoot, but the guys are just ripping it up and down. So it just turned into a video shoot. But yeah, in the meantime, let's just kind of go walk around and show you guys these cars. So there you go, Porsche GT3, guys. Amazing car, great daily. I know Marlon loves this car. You guys can see it. You guys can see the carbon right here. GT3, amazing daily car. This and the GT4 have been known to be great performing cars. You got the fire extinguisher over there, amazing. And look at that view that Max been getting all day today. Crazy car. White speedometer, white stitching, white seat belts. He's really going in full Porsche GT3 mode today. Nice little screen over here. Nice gear shift. Like, this is one thing that you really like, is this right here, because I play a lot of video games, and I've driven this with the GT3. I've driven the GT3 RS, and like, I love the cluster, and I love this. And you know, the Alcantara steering wheel. The Ferrari didn't have Alcantara. This is the Alcantara steering wheel with the line showing you the direct straightness of the car. Fire extinguisher, and I believe this one's got cup holders. There you go, you got the cup holder so that you can have a nice, because it's summer now, you can have a nice cap. Such a nice car. The only thing that different with this car, well, I mean, there's a lot of differences, but right away you see that the paddles are much smaller, just that big, whereas the Ferrari, well, she get out of here and go back to the Ferrari. The Ferrari had much bigger carbon paddles. This is the car I was driving. Here, let me show you all around it first. HREs make one of the best wheels, and so great fitting wheels for this car. Show you guys the engine, the mighty V8. So the owner actually loves this car really much. He was telling me that it's a very, very powerful car. It's a very smooth driving car. you guys can see that it sits pretty low. I didn't realize how low this car was. He did lower it as well, so it's not the stock suspension. He got some new rims and he lowered it, and he got the side air ducts, and it looks great. And the best thing about this car, I believe, is the front look. Actually, it's so menacing. I think I like this look way more than the 458 and the 488. The lights itself, the redesign of the lights make it more sharp. The pointed lines everywhere, and it doesn't go up like it used to all the way. This is now, the light goes all the way up here, but that is just the molding of the car. But yeah, beautiful red interior. So these are actually carbon bucket seats too. I didn't realize earlier, but carbon bucket seats on this guy too. They are comfortable though. It feels very delicate driving this car. It feels like, you know, you got to be on the car the entire time, watching and paying attention, because, you know, this car can accelerate really quickly. It's a very high performing car, and so it kind of scares you sometimes, but at that same time you feel in control. Like, this is your car. Like, you feel like you're in full control. You can control this, and you always want to be the one making sure that you're on top of the car and the car is not taking over and going berserk. Pretty cool car. I'm a little bit hesitant between the new steering wheel. I kind of liked it with the entire part being a little bit bigger, a little bit more circular. But now I've seen that with a lot of the new cars, the A12 and even the Roma and all the newer Ferraris, are getting tinier and tinier. But this one looks nice. This is the classical Ferrari steering wheel. I mean, you know, the engine start-stop over here. Other than the Lamborghinis have it right here, but they have it here. Classic Ferrari touch. Turn signals on the side. Classic Ferrari touch. Your types of drive mode, again, classic Ferrari touch. And so this is what you get with the yellow speedometer. Perfect Ferrari touches. F8 Tributo badges over there. Carbon everywhere. So you saw the carbon steering wheel. You saw the carbon fiber trim piece that goes all the way down there. Carbon on the doors. The seats are also very nice and beautifully stitched. Carbon on the climate control. And carbon on the center console where you reverse the car as well. So let's get out of this car, and oh, more carbon here. So Lamborghini guys, we're gonna go check out the SVJ. Our good friend Nero from Outer Motion worked on it, and so I'm gonna take a close-up look at the pinstripes that he did in red, and give him a review of how he did. So yeah, so we got, I think, so Nero did the stripes on the bottom, on the side, on the side skirts. He did the pinstripes on the front splitter, as well as the carbon fiber insert by the front. More red on the surrounding side skirts again, and then the back bumper, as well as that diffuser. Kind of gives off a little bit of a Centenario vibes with how aggressive the diffuser is. And then you can see a little bit more red by the wings. Let's open this guy up and take a look at the interior. Wow, that paint, I love that paint job. So yeah, as soon as you go inside, you guys can see, of course, the Aventador light greeting you. But on top of that, you'll also see the interior of a rocket ship. Very nice yellow stitching, about the carbon bucket seats again. Very nice, typical Lamborghini pattern. And it's just an amazing car overall. Let's get inside and show you guys a better point of view. But yeah, SVJ badge. This is literally like a transformer. I remember when I was driven in one, and it was crazy. This car just kind of like literally your head is literally smacking up and down just like that when you're driving this car. Very nice car, and really they should just take this off, because there's no point. I mean, look at what you're seeing, guys. You're literally seeing the engine bay, which is pretty much covered because it's a covered engine bay, and then a spoiler, if anything. That's all you're seeing. I mean, that's really what your view is. You don't really see anything back. I mean, if you got a backup camera, then that's all you really have, and good luck with parking. You don't really have much. So in the SVJ, we're just moving it around now. It's a raw car. I mean, you feel everything. You feel the gear shifts, you feel everything. Like I said, it's like a bionic car. And the one thing that I really like about the SVJ is the cluster. Cluster is very sick. Oh, you can change even, yeah, so you change the color with the Corsa modes. So nice. And yeah, we're just bringing the SVJ over to the F8, and Abdullah's gonna work his magic and make these pictures look dope. Absolute mayhem, like always, whenever you have a lot of supercars. Just trying to park these cars. We got the GT3 here, the F8, which is a very good car. Really love it, and the wheels is just amazing. So the SVJ we're putting right here, the GT3 over here, and Abdullah is gonna bring the Viper ACR and park it exactly where I am standing right here. So just supercar madness today. Wrapping up now. I'm gonna be in the Ferrari. We're leaving. Catch you guys soon. Thanks for watching us.